Testing. Testing. Alright, here we go. Alright. Here we go. Orlando and Philadelphia. Welcome to a spring training field in Florida. The Orlando Sunrays hosting the Philadelphia Liberty. I'm Thomas Rios. Glad to have you tuning in on this Sunday night preseason NBL baseball. Here we go. Starting on the mound for the Orlando Sunrays is Bailey Rivers. He'll take the mound for Orlando today. Just a 1-0 record in three starts, 2.77 ERA, so 25% striker and 12.5% walk rate. So I really want to see how he does today with his pitches. How he can like intermingle them and mix them, create like an overall to be the most dominant on the mound he possibly can be. So Victor Robles leading off for the Philadelphia Liberty. And the red and blue away jerseys. The 0-1 to Robles. A bad slider there, makes even the count 1-1. So pitch there. I don't know. That slider is just a bit too far. There's a pop up into center field. Drops down for a base hit. Robles to first. And there's one on for the Liberty here in the top of the first. One off for the Philadelphia Liberty. Here's Bryce Terang. Top of the first, one on, nobody out. So Rivers throws a four-seamer. It's found off. Inside, it's like it's one of the better places to pitch in the zone, but you have to know how to do it right. Otherwise, they're all just going to be fouled off. Another bad slider. He did the same thing here as he did the last time up. Runner going, and that one's fouled out towards the on-field bullpen. 1-2, the count to Terang. So Rivers struggling to get his first out. Oh boy, a bad changeup. I think he misfired that. It was like 5 feet off the plate. Four-seamer to even get the count full. He's struggling to hit the zone. There's a foul ball into left. Counts 3-2 to Bryce Terang. 3-2 count. Bailey Rivers. Here's his 10th pitch. Ball four. Terang walks. 2 on for the Liberty to start the ball game with nobody out. Here's Robin Ventura for the Liberty. Swung and a miss. A custom player, Robin Ventura. He swung and missed on that one. No balls and a strike. He needs to get his pitches. He needs to get them on target here. A high four-seamer. It seems like his four-seam fastballs, they're either at the bottom of the zone or the top of the zone, and they tend to go inside, or at least towards the. They tend to go towards the left. Towards his left, and then makes them outside of the strike zone. The 2-1.
3-1.
A sinker to make it 3-1. So this is honestly like a possibility for an actual for what the Rays. This is what could happen to them. I'm not saying they're gonna look like exactly like this, but ball 4. The base is loaded. Back-to-back walks for Bailey Rivers. Here's Spencer Torkelson. This is not a good start for Bailey Rivers and the Sunrays. Finally got a 4-seam fastball on target there. 200 batting average, 29 OPS, 2 RBIs so far this preseason for the Liberty. Philadelphia here, they're struggling. It'd be massive. It would be disappointing to see them not get anything out of this inning. Because they have the bases loaded and there's nobody out. Slider makes it 1-2 the count. Rivers with a nice mustache though. Nice hair too. But that's cool and all, but if you can't show results, it doesn't matter how cool you are. High pop up on the infield. And there's one out. For the Sunrays. Here's Joey Bart for the Sunrays. So Joey Bart for the Orlando Sunrays here. 356 batting average so far. 2 home runs so far in the preseason for Philadelphia. He'll take his first pitch, a 4-seam fastball outside the zone. He did it again. They drift towards the left on his 4-seam fastball. He's consistent enough that he needs to work on his fastball big time if he wants to stay in the majors. If he wants to stay in the National Baseball League, he's got to work on his fastball. The 2-0. Swing and a miss and a 4-seamer, 2-1. The count. Glad to have you tuning in on this Sunday night. At 7:30 the start time. 7:38, because it was a bit late. The 2-1 to Bart coming up. The pitch. Strike 2. The count's 2-2. Bases loaded. Yeah, 12 balls and 11 strikes. So he's throwing more balls than strikes. That's not a good sign. Swinging to be line foul. Count stays 2-2. Joey Bart. Another pitch. Swing of high fly ball into right center field. And the cash. On attack, and here is the throw. 1 run should score. 1-0 Philadelphia. A run scores, and the Liberty are in front. On a sacrifice fly. So Lourdes Gurriel Jr. coming to the plate for the Liberty. Top of the first. 2 on, 2 out. Nobody on third. First pitch to Gurriel. Right down Broadway for strike 1. So Orlando here, what I'm noticing is, especially the Miller is pitching. Maybe this, yeah, he's not having a good inning. I'll tell you that much. There is 2 down. Not a great inning because he back-to-back walks, and he's throwing more balls than strikes. Swing to be line. Caught by the first baseman, run to the bag, side retired. But not before a run scoring for the Philadelphia Liberty. It's 1-0. So we head to the bottom of the first inning. Taking the mound for the Liberty is Derek Holland. 3 games started at 3-0, so fantastic first start. 150 ERA. He's had a fantastic start to this season. Just 18 strikeouts, 24.3% strikeout, and 12.2% walk rate, a 150 ERA and a 1.28 WHIP. What? Well, those are great numbers. So, 3 games, and he's able to keep it well under 2. Incredible start for Derek Holland. He'll face Darion Blanco. And the first pitch is ball 1, just outside the zone. So 1-0 Liberty. Bottom of the first, Sunrays. They're going to have an early answer in the first. So we're going to miss a 4-seamer. That was... Gotta learn to take pitches. It can be hard to tell, but the 4-seam fastball, they're the easiest ones to tell because they don't move. They're just straight on. They're straight in whatever direction they're thrown to. Takes a 4-seamer upstairs. The count's 3-1. On his fancy stats, if he can't perform here, it's gonna help him. It's not really gonna help him too much. Next team. Oh, it's just 1 game, but overall, if your numbers are bad, yeah, you're not gonna make the team. So here's Andres Jimenez for the Sunrays. Takes a changeup. 1-0 the count. A ball, no strikes. Second baseman for the Sunrays. 321 batting average. And for being the Blue Jays second baseman. Throw back to first. Runner called safe. So, an unsuccessful pickoff attempt. And the 1-0 pitch. Swing a four-seam fastball pulled foul. To even the count. 147 hits last year and 152 games for Andres Jimenez. One thing about that Blue Jays team is they're not what they used to be. They're not at all what they used to be. So Toronto Blue Jays, they're just not. It's fun to see them return. In this universe, some of them have come to. A lot of them have come to play in the National Baseball League. It's a complete universe. It's a fictitious universe, but I like it. My own creation. And the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss and a four-seamer. The count 2-2. That was above the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Andres Jimenez. And the pitch.
3 balls.
Four-seamer, 3-2 the count. Ben Williamson coming to the plate. 2 RBIs and a homer so far. Just a 128 batting average. So, overall, he isn't great. Besides, there's a liner and a base hit. We're going to second. He should stop there. And there's 2 on for the Sunrays. So a center field base hit for Andres Jimenez. 2 on for Orlando. Nobody. Right past second baseman. Here's Ben Williamson. The 128 batting average. So he hasn't had much. Yeah, like what? Yeah, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, just a 128 batting average, so 414 OPS, so does have the home run and 2 RBIs, but overall, the stats aren't great. The stats aren't great. So we're going to be a tapper to second, to short, back to first, safe, runner going to third, runners in the corners for the Sunrays. Jake Berger. So Berger Madden for the Sunrays. 2 home runs and 4 RBIs for him. Fantastic name. The line one foul down the left field line there. Started his at bat. 29 home runs in 137 games last year in the major leagues. So Derek Holland. Not having a great start either, much like Bailey Rivers. Not slightly less hideous because the bases aren't loaded, but base hit and the game's tied, so that tells you everything you need to know. There's a high pop up. It's 0-2 to count with 1 out here for Jake Berger. That batting average all his numbers should go up with more plate appearances. Counts 1, a ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2. Falls in the dirt. Counts even 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1-0 Philly. They do have Philly running across their jerseys. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He strikes out swinging. 2 down. First strikeout for Derek Holland. I don't think Bailey Rivers got a strikeout in the first inning for Orlando. Here's Ethan Schumacher. 2 down. A base hit with driving a run. A foul off a four-seamer at 96. Start his at bat. There's an RBI so far. Again, the really bad stats, but he hasn't really played much, so can't really use those numbers against him. Fouls a changeup for the knees. Bit of a light swing there. And wasn't really an on-target swing either. You gotta focus, you gotta watch where the ball's going, and then you've got to be able to predict the exact spot it's gonna land and then you have to swing your bat accordingly. It's kind of like something. It's easy to learn, hard to master. That's kind of how it works. It takes forever to master. And the ones who can do it best are your big hitters like Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani. Because they're good at that skill. Really good. And they're able to get the ball to go very far. Swing and a miss. Schumacher strikes out swinging. And the Liberty get out of it. They hold on to their 1-0 lead with runners in the corners. So we head to the second inning. The Philadelphia Liberty going to lead off the inning with Jason Hayward facing Bailey Rivers. I don't believe he had a strikeout in the first. 2010 All-Star Jason Hayward, but that's been a while. Top of the second.
No, that's a ball.
Forcing fastball for ball one. 5-time Gold Glove winner, though.
Oh.
And the four-seamer right at the belt. Keeping the count 1-1. So the umpires. Hopefully we don't have any horrendous calls, which you do get those every so often. Not saying we're going to have an Angel Hernandez here, but never say never. The 1-2.
2 balls.
A bad four-seamer upstairs. Yeah, again, his four-seam fastballs they just seem...
3-2.
Wait, they're angled off the plate. I keep seeing that. They're like, they go like up or towards the side, and then they result being like outside of the strike zone. Four-seamer tap foul. The count's full to Jason Hayward. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch. Swinging to be a foul ball down the left field line. Keeps his at-bat alive. One compliment. I'll give Jason Hayward one compliment. He has a great He has a great beard. So Jason Hayward walked, ball 4. Third walk in 2 innings for Bailey Rivers. I don't know how. And now he's gonna finish a slightly dangerous hit here. Here's Lane Thomas. Hits one in to right center field. Runner on it. Makes the catch. And there's one down here in the top of the second.
The shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
So Brian Rocchio coming up for the Philadelphia Liberty. Top of the second. 1 out. Runner on first and 1 out. Who's on first? Oh, yeah, maybe out of this. And the pitch from Rivers for ball 1. There it is. Jason Hayward's on first. Just need a reminder. So the Sunrays here. They need their starter to. They need to like learn how to. I don't know. It's hard to say, but they need to learn how to do damage control. The first inning, they did all right, but they still gave up a run. Right now, they don't seem to be doing the worst because some teams they base load and then they just give up an absolute bomb. Brian Rocchio hit. Two runners on. Here's Victor Robles. Hayward now on second. So Robles with 2 on and 1 out. Liberty leading by 1 here. Robles with a really good start to the preseason. 310 batting average. Hayward might steal second here. You don't keep an eye on him. He might. Just watch. The 1-ball pitch. Check swing and a changeup. Counts even a ball and a strike. Check swing, but it was in the zone, so it doesn't really matter there. Oh, a bad four-seamer. On the inside, he swung on it. 1-2. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 2 outs. Hayward takes second. And the runner goes to third. Hayward takes third. Rocchio takes second. Here's Bryce Terang. 289 batting average, 839 OPS. Decent start to the preseason for the Philadelphia Liberty. Takes the four-seamer around the upper inside corner. Just enough to be called a strike by the ump. 0-3. in his last
Ball.
0 for 3 in his last game, so definitely looking for a hit today for the Liberty. 2 on. Philadelphia definitely could add to their lead here. Just want to see. From a pitcher's perspective, you gotta make sure the catcher can catch your pitches. If it's a misfire and then the ball goes behind you, then Philadelphia they'd take a 2-0 lead. In just right center field, that one, nice catch, side retired. We head to the bottom of the second. So the Sunrays get out of it, and they keep the 1-0 deficit intact. We head to the bottom of the second. So leading off for the Sunrays is Anthony Edwards. Sunrays PH, 279 batting average, 829 OPS, 8 RBIs and a home run. So he's the DH tonight. Here's Derek Holland, a check swing on a 4-seam fastball for ball 1. 1-0 the count here. Change up where the knees to Edwards. Even the count. 1.
2-1.
Very slow curveball, 78. Man, that's a slow pitch. High pop up into center field. Makes the catch for out number 1. Here's Connor Wong for Orlando. Sunrays looking for some offense here. So they're not in the bottom half of their order though. Usually it's like the top half. Some teams want to put some deadly hitters towards the end so you can get that crazy walk off. Into center field. And there's 2 outs. So he made both catches in this inning. Here's Joe Adell for the Sunrays. '31st pitch from Derek. Right down Broadway for a strike on a 4-seamer. Sunrays really struggling with offense. As I say that, a base hit from Joe Adell. And he's aboard for the Sunrays. Here's Nasim Nunez. We're going to start the preseason with a 364 batting average.
1 ball, no strike.
We'll take a strike for ball 1. Where's number 26? Sunrise shortstop. Here is the 1-0 from Holland. A change of that. It did what Bailey Rivers' fastballs were doing earlier. It just, with the angle, it just kept going almost. It looked like a fastball almost. It went in almost like a straight line, curved slightly. 4-seam fastball. Those pitches looked identical, just that one was offset a bit. So that was called a strike. I'm going off what I'm seeing with these pitches. Change up right, barely on it. I think they called that ball too. I might be wrong though, because I wasn't paying attention. The 2-2 from Holland. The pitch. And a high fly ball in. That one's in it. Just in front of the stand, right like on the railing almost. Didn't hit the railing, but it was like right in front of it. Fans, like, most fans are dying to catch a ball, and that's just how it works. So. I'm not kidding you, they will do anything to catch that ball. They will run around screaming, swing and a miss, side retired, we head to the 3rd. Sunrays struggling with their offense early on in the ball game. We head to the third. 1-0 Philadelphia. So for the Liberty, here's Robin Ventures, who walked it his first time up. Iron down the line. That's going to be a base hit into the corner. He's going to go around first. Running for second. And the throw. An easy double for Robin Ventura to lead off the third for the Philadelphia Liberty. So decent start here. See that swing. The placement of the bat. Just, I mean, I think he just took a shot at it and just hoped he hit it. And it happened to like loop foul, but loop into the corner, but just barely stay fair, allowing him to just go for first. Since it was so far in left field, all the way in the corner, allows him to get to second, and with a double. So Spencer Torkelson with ball one here for the Liberty. Swinging to center field. That's gonna get past him, a base hit. Here's the throw to first. And the second run scores for the Philadelphia Liberty. It's 2-0. An RBI single for Spencer Torkelson. Liner, it bounces, and since he's already on second, they were trying to get him out at first. And it's kind of just whenever you're on second or third, and somebody gets like a single, you just dash home. You just bolt it. And when it's a pop-up, you wait till it drops, and then you start running, because you gotta do what they call the tag up. It's just it's harder to score runs, and then the whole thing is they gotta throw back home before you make it to home plate. It's essentially like a race between the ball and the runner. And the competition is who can throw to home plate the fastest, or what group of people can do that. Forcing fouled back behind home plate, 2-2 to Joey Bart. Nobody out here in the third inning. 2-0 Philadelphia.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
A bad four-seamer outside the. Same thing. It happened again. The angle, this one was really sharp, and it was a really fast one too. Liner, that's going to be foul. Right on the line, but just to the left enough that I could see that it didn't cross the line. The 3-2. High, flying to center, not deep. And the running catch. 1 down. So the runner stays on first for the Sunrays. They're trailing 2-0 here in the third. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Grounded out his first time today, or this evening. 238 batting average. The movement there, really nice. Hard to tell. A-year career in the MLB for Gurriel Jr. 2 nasty sliders from Bailey Rivers.
1 and 2.
With a changeup, 1-2. Almost right at the knees of Gurriel Jr. The 1-2. Ball 2. Upstairs in a four-seamer. Needs to work on his fastball. Definitely. That one clocked out towards right field. Really high. Not deep. The catch. 2 outs in the throw. To keep the space for the Orlando Sunrays.
No ball, 1 strike.
And for the Philadelphia Liberty, sorry. Bailey Rivers here. He's not too awful with damage control, but doing great. Sliding catch and throw. Retires the side. We head to the bottom of the third. Spencer Torkelson with an RBI single. And the Liberty take a 2-0 lead. Bottom of the third inning, here's Darian Blanco for the Sunrays. So, Sunrays down by 2 here. About a quarter way into the ball game. Orlando struggle. Their offense is really struggling
That's the ball.
this preseason, but you need to learn here. It's a learning. It's preseason. It's a learning curve.
Ball.
Getting back into,
3-0.
or for the first time getting into it. Preseason. It's the same as spring training. Same concept. It is the same thing. And it's all about getting back into the grind, getting used to playing a game every day, that type of stuff.
Full.
So the count folded Arian Blanco. The pitch.
Ball 4.
Change up. Derek Holland walks him. That's the second walk allowed today. Obviously not good for Derek Holland, but not as bad as Bailey Rivers, because he was walking people left and right. Here's Andres Jimenez. Second in the order. He's 1 for 1 in the ball game today for the Sunrays. Swing into left field, run in the running catch. Can't get it. Runner to second, and there's 2 on for the Orlando Sunrays. So with those, you need to be ready for when that. You need to watch that ball. I feel like Philly was right. The Philadelphia Liberty right fielder. I feel like he didn't really watch it too well. There's 1. There's 2. Double play. But the runner goes to third. 4-6-3 double play for the Philadelphia Liberty. Executed perfectly. 1 out to the bag. The timing was executed absolutely perfectly. The catch made it. Milliseconds to spare. Probably the third 1 out, 2 on. Wait, 2 on, 1 out. So we're gonna miss from Jake Berger once again. He's 0 for 1 today. Okay, Blanco's on third. 2-0 Liberty. Blanco looking to come home here. Curveball tap foul behind home plate. For strike 2. Needs to keep the Jake Berger needs to keep the inning going.
1 ball. 2 strike.
Ball 1 in the dirt. Now if I got behind him, that would give Blanco a chance to come home. He's dying to come home. The 1-2. High fly ball. That should do it. Besides retired. So we head to the 4th inning. Liberty hold on to a 2-0 lead. 3 base hits apiece. We head to the 4th. Top of the 4th inning, Lane Thomas, the center fielder. Flied out his first step out for the Philadelphia Liberty. It's 2-0. Rivers lead off pitch.
1 ball.
Brad Former seamer on the upper inside corner for ball 1. 1 for 3 in his last game. 2 base hits.
Ball 2.
Oh, a weak slider, 2-0. His aiming is really struggling today. He's already at 70 pitches.
Ball 3.
Ball 3. No strikes. Lane Thomas. Brian Rocchio's next. So 2 Cleveland Guardians on this Philadelphia team. Throw a strike right down the middle for strike 1. So we're going to miss. The count is full.
2 strike.
Swing into right center field. This one drops for base hit 1. This one's going to roll all the way to the wall. Oh, he missed it. They can't get it. Otherwise, he's going to try for third. The throw. He made it. A triple for Lane Thomas.
The batter, the shortstop.
A triple. Oh, some bad fielding here by the Orlando Sunrays. See this one hit? Drops down. Then here they leg it to the wall, which that's fine. In the crucial area, they do not show it here. But the fielder, I think it was the center fielder, he tried to grab it, and then he like squeezed it, and then the ball I think somehow the ball slipped out of his hand. goes underneath the wall. He has to dig it out and throw it back, allowing the triple for Lane Thomas. So Brian Roque at the plate finds one right to short. Here's the throw. 1 run scores. And it's 3-0 Liberty. And a sacrifice fly for Brian Roque. Oh. So Lane Thomas scoring there. Out from Rocchio. Victor Robles coming to the plate. Lines one in to right field. That drops down for a base hit. So 1 on once again for the Liberty. And so the Sunrays struggling to get an out here. So they're going to bring in Brennan Hannafig in the middle of the inning to try and close it out here. Get the next 2 outs. 15 games played so far. It's pretty soon, but I don't think it is. 9.8% strikeout rate. So Sunrays with definitely a needed pitching change.
1-0.
If he starts off with a sinker for ball 1, Bryce Terang, the Liberty second baseman, walked his first time. The 1-0. Swing there'll be a liner, foul down the right field line. That's way into the corner. For strike 1, 1-1. 142 hits in over 150, I think 155 games for Bryce Terang. Tapper foul. And it's 1-2. Oh, that one got past first base, but they call that one a foul ball. 1-2 to Bryce Terang. The pitch from Hannafy. Swing of the rear liner found off the shoe of one of their pitchers. They're just waiting around by the, what do you call it? Runner is a base hit on the way to the wall. It's gonna roll. Runner to second. Going for third. Safe. It's gonna go for home. The throw. Not in time. He made it. 4-0. Philadelphia. An RBI double for the Liberty. And the throw back. Just a smidge late. Unable to get, I believe it's that Brian Roque. It's Victor Robles. Here's Robin Ventura, the custom player. He's 1 for 1 in the ball game today. 4-0 Liberty, so they amounted a substantial lead here. Liner, third, long throw to first, got him. 2 outs. Jake Berger playing first base for the Sunrays. Here's Spencer Torkelson once again, an RBI single in the third. Philadelphia leading 4-0, top of the 4th inning. 2 outs here. And the pitch.
Ball 1.
Bad slider from Hannafy. 1-0 the count. Sunrays are going to need some offense in the latter half of this ball game. Bad slider, upper inside corner, 2-0. Yeah, Orlando, they're going to need to put the offense in overdrive because they're down 4-0 here. They need to learn. They need to learn from this. What did we do wrong here? How can we fix it? If it keeps happening, we're trying to fix it. Okay, then what is the best team here? What is the best team? Like that we want to put on the field on opening day. Swing and a foul. Ball way in the air. And it's 2-2 to Torkelson. Bryce Terang on second base. Hasn't tried for third yet. The 2-2.
Oh.
Almost hit him.
Okay.
The count is full. Joey Bart is on deck. Either he'll bat next or lead off the 5th for the Liberty. Sticker tap foul keeps the inning alive for the Liberty. I know it's very similar to the Phillies, but I don't know. It's kind of an easy option, but it sounds good. Throw to first, side retired. We head to the Sunrays. Finally get out of it, but not before the Liberty take a 4-0 lead. So we head to the bottom of the fourth. Here's Ethan Schumacher to lead it off for Orlando. 0 for 1 today. Like the country music. Kicks it a bad four-seamer to lead off the inning for the Sunrays. Love the uniforms for Orlando. Swing a line that it's going to turn foul. A ball and a strike. The Sunrays here. The problem is they can't score. Swing and a miss. 1-2. They need to get what lineup will get them hits, because they're not getting the hits today. So maybe this ain't it. And there's the catch for out number 1. Here's Anthony Edwards, the DH once again, flying out his first at bat. That's a foul ball in the left. Right over the on-field bullpen. I don't like on-field bullpens, by the way. Too bad that's the only thing they have for in MLB The Show for like custom stadiums. I absolutely hate it, by the way. I absolutely hate it. I want the fancy bullpens in the center field. I know you can have fake bullpens, but nobody's ever gonna be in them. That's the awful bit. Like I think there's like some like little kids' playset that has a bullpen in. Oh, it's hard to use. I don't really know how I do. I didn't make any of the stadiums myself. They were all like ones that I took from that other people made, and then maybe I edited them a little bit. So we'll see when the regular season comes around, which is slowly approaching. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch from Holland. Swing and a miss. He strikes out Edwards. 2 outs here in the 4th.
Now batting the catcher.
I feel like I'm taking lessons I learned from Alex instead of just reading what they've done. Well, stats all the time. I'm trying to learn. Maybe I need to do less of that. More just me going off of it. So Connor Wong grounds one to short, and that should retire the side. It does. So 3 up, 3 down in the 4th on the Sunrays. We head to the 5th. 4-0 Philadelphia.
Leading off for Philadelphia, the catcher.
Top of the 5th inning. That's almost roast here. The Philadelphia Liberty and the Orlando Sunrays in a preseason matchup on a Sunday night. So Joey Bart leading off the inning for the Liberty. They lead 4-0, so get a cushion here. And sinker for ball 1. It's preseason. No matter what the score, it's not going to matter, but the one thing that does matter about the preseason or spring training is that it's kind of what you learn out of it, what you learn to do and what not to do with the lineups. And then you have it like you have to have what you think works the best by opening day. So 1 out here is Joey Bart's retired. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr., the Philadelphia Liberty left fielder. 0 for 2 in the ballgame this evening. And a line one right towards that left field bullpen again. A lot of balls are being lined towards that bullpen. I'm noticing that in the this preseason game. So they'll change it for strike 2 from Hannafy. He's looked better than Bailey Rivers today. The 0-2. The slider fouled away. And the Liberty here. They're relaxed. They're chilling.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
What they have right now, it's working. One other team in the preseason that does have their stuff going, that would be Chicago. They're 3-3 last I checked. It's incredible. So Lourdes Gurriel Jr. strikes out swinging, and there's 2 down top of the 5th. So Sunrays finally having a really good inning defensively, which they've struggled with here in the ball game today. So Jason Hayward to the plate. Takes a sinker right down Broadway for strike 1. I mentioned that he's a 2010 All-Star.
No, that's a
Bad
ball.
four-seam at the outside corner. These pitches, they seem to be more consistent than Rivers. There's strange ones where sometimes he misthrows them, which every pitcher that has like a misfire that's just a bit off the zone. Or way off the zone sometimes. Yeah, I did one hockey game, and I feel like the way I'm doing this has improved a lot. Just because I'm not repeating stats. I don't just go with the stats. I just say maybe one stat, and then just start rambling. I guess that's how you do baseball. Swing the wheel liner, and then we second, easy throw to first, and there's 2 outs. No, he made it! He made it! Hayward made it! I thought he was going to run to the bag. An error, and Hayward is aboard for the Liberty. That's a bad mistake. That's like, oh, second, 1 out to first. Look how much he goes off the bag, allowing Hayward to get there. And he saved. That's a bad error for Jake Berger. You can't get too far away from the bag, because then when that guy's running, however far you go back away from the bag, trying to get the ball, you have to run back before the runner gets there. So if you don't get to the bag in time, he's safe. Basic baseball rules, but if you don't learn that,
2 balls.
as
No
an
strikes.
infielder, like especially when you're actually playing, you are going to make a lot of errors. If you don't like not only learn what it is, but you learn how to do it in practice. Learn how not to make that same mistake over and over again. So Lane Thomas at the plate, he'll take a 2-1. Sinker, 2-2. The count. I don't know why, but I feel like the way I'm doing this is improved already. Slidery swing, a check swing for strike 3 to Lane Thomas. Side retired. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th inning, Jodell, who's single his first time up. Derek Holland, he's had his 63 pitches. See how much fun they're going to keep him out. You might want to try getting like a reliever in, just maybe one they haven't really played much. When we really covered the games, I don't really know exactly how they've gone. 2 balls, no strikes to Adele. The pitch. Swing out, fly ball into left field. Not very deep at all. An easy catch, and there's out number 1 from Gurriel Jr.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Here's Nasim Nunez, who struck out his first time at the plate this evening. And his batting average is absolutely fantastic. And he lines up base hit into right center, runner on it. And the Sunrays with a slimmer of hope here in the 5th. They need offense. Any offense here is appreciated for the Sunrays. So here's Dairon Blanco. Did he get a base hit over there? We're gonna go into second. The throw. Safe. Blanco with a stolen base. Say there's hope for Orlando. 12 feet. 90-mile-an-hour throw. 19.81 miles an hour by Nunez. So this could allow for runners in the corner situation if done right. Foul ball there for strike 1. And I would love to see a comeback. That would be fantastic, actually. A ball way upstairs. It's 2-1. Sunrays. It just seems like the guys they have out there, they want to get stuff done, but it just seems like it's just not working out there. High fly ball, right field, not deep. We're going to catch in the throw. Is he going to go for second? No, he'll stop there. He'll stay there at second. Using Nunez. So there's 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th. Andres Jimenez coming to the plate. Maybe he can try and get around in the Sunrays. Yeah, they're still scoreless here. They're about halfway through. Maybe a little over. Takes a strike, Andres Jimenez. 2022 All-Star. And he started for the Toronto Blue Jays. He's 2 for 2 for... He's 2 for... He didn't speak. He's 2 for 2 today. He takes an 85-mile-an-hour changeup. Decently fast changeup by Derek Holland. He's approaching 80 pitches. The ball... This is not I mean, there's already limited complete games. I don't think you'd want to waste complete games in the preseason because the games don't matter. You want as many guys as possible to get a chance on your team. 2-2 the count to Andres Jimenez. Try and keep the slimmer hope alive for the Sunrays to get something in this inning. Count is full to Andres Jimenez. A ground out in the fielder's choice in the ballgame tonight. Sunrays with nothing so far. They've ran the creek dry. I pop up into center field. Right center field. And the catch for the side retired. We head to the 6th. 4-0 for the Liberty. After 5. So, Hans Krause taking the mound for the Orlando Sunrays. 9 games started, 2 holds, 8.1 innings pitched, 28.2 strikeout rate, 250 against righties, 286 lefties. So, to come in as a reliever here in the preseason for the Sunrays. He's going to face Brian Rocchio, so he's going to have a tough first batter in his outing here in the preseason. Takes a sinker for strike 1. One thing I hear this in hockey a lot, when there's like a lot of goaltenders for one team, like all at the major level, they say that the net's crowded. I think I can say the same thing with pitchers. The mound sometimes is a bit crowded. Seems to have like too many. Well, you can't have 5. You can't have 5 starting pitchers that are like elite. Because you're not going to have time to use them all. You want like 2 really good ones. You want maybe 1 superstar, another really good one for like, he plays maybe just about the same time. He's got to be a superstar or anything, but decent enough to get some good games out of him. Like other 2 or 3, they'll be basically the guys when those 2 are tired. Slider, swing and a miss. Brian Rocchio strikes out swinging. There's 1 out here in the top of the 6th. So Victor Robles coming to the plate. 2 singles, 2 runs today, so he's had a very good day for the Liberty in the preseason matchup. 4-0 Philadelphia. Sunrays have been... I'm pretty sure that, they got hits. This is a no-hitter. Oh my, it's a no-hitter. I didn't realize that. So no hits for the Sunrays yet. We're in the top of the 6th. This actually could be a no-hitter. We're in the 6th inning. Orlando has not got a hit in this ball game. Yes. Four-seamer 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider, 2-2. Comeback would be fun to see, or no hitter. Either would be fun to see. Even a shutout.
3-2.
A shutout would be kind of boring. Not gonna lie. Bryce Duran coming up to the plate. After this, after Robles is done, The 3-2 swing. It'll be a foul ball. Oh, look out! Right into the stands. Right into the dugout. See, their coach had to, like, duck, basically. The 3-2 to Robles. The tap a sinker foul keeps Zappa alive with 1 out. I didn't even realize the Sunrays have not got a single hit yet. Wasn't paying that close
Ball
attention.
4. Take it, base.
So ball 4. And a walk. The Sunrays haven't got a single hit. Wait, no, wait, hold on. 4 hits. Never mind.
Second baseman.
Yeah, so I screwed up. Sunrays haven't got a single. They might not. Couldn't the Liberty get the shutout? 4 hits to the Sunrays, but they never amounted it to anything. They can't bring runners home. Down to short. To a second. 1. Safe. Bryce During made it. 2 outs. So, Liberty unable to turn the double play here. No hitter would be fantastic, though. I really want there to be at least one. I would really like there to be at least one either complete game shutout or even a no hitter. That would be fantastic. Well, no strikes. To Robin Ventura. There's been what, like 20-something no hitters. I made a small mistake. It's not no hitter. Sunrays with 4 hits, but they just can't bring them home. That's the problem. 2 to Robin Ventura. The pitch.
3 balls. No strike.
Ball 3, runner going. The throw. Got him. Side retired. A pickoff to end the top of the 5th. 4-0. Liberty. Sunrise still scoreless. Nick Pavetta taking the mound for the Philadelphia Liberty as a reliever. 437 against Rays, 357 against 9 ERA in 10 innings pitched, 1 strikeout rate. That is ridiculously bad, but again, a small sample size will cause really weird numbers. So his first batter will face Ben Williamson, 0 for 2 today. Takes a strike. 0-1. So White and Alexander warming up at the bullpen for the Liberty. Bottom of the 6th there, so Sunrise still without a run. 4 hits though, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Going a no-hitter would actually be a fantastic thing. Give me some views too. Williams did not have a very good day. He seems to swing on a lot of the pitches as he hits one into right center field for out number 1. The Philadelphia Liberty then she closes for that shutout. As here's Jake Berger, who's 0 for 2 today. First pitch from Pavetta to Berger. Strike 1 right at the knees. Very solid pitch. And a curveball. Yeah, I don't think he didn't time that correctly, and it was weird when I think he hit that one a bit early. Four-seamer strikes him out. It was hard to tell if I was on the plate or not. Berger strikes out swinging. Then on the plate. Oh, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. I would call that ball. I wouldn't. I don't think that's a strike. No, but his next pitch is a strike right down Broadway to Ethan Schumacher for the Sunrays, who hasn't got a hit either. Pavetta's 0-1. Nasty 12 o'clock curve. 0-2. The Sunrays here, they can't bring runners home. That's been their issue this entire game. They can't get enough either consecutive hits. Swing and a miss. He strikes out swing. We head to the 7th. Sunrays still scoreless. 4 hits. 4-0 Liberty.
Observe.
Hunter Harvey taking them out for the Orlando Sunrays. That's their second reliever today. Their pitcher of the day. And pitch hitting for Liberty is Drew Evans. Get some other guys some chances. You want to see, okay, how does this guy do at the plate? What do you he's doing better than the other like starting ones? Maybe if it goes good, then maybe do we put him in? It's all things they think about when they're doing this. So Drew Evans, 1 ball, no strikes. Bad 4-seamer upstairs, 2-0 from Hunter Harvey. Cool name, by the way, Hunter Harvey. Could have been Harvey Hunter. I like that too. 2-1 to Evans. But Sunrays, okay, they're starting to get their defense and pitching down here. They're starting to fix it, but maybe the relievers are just better than their. I'm not familiar with the rosters. So Drew Vaughn's gonna walk to first. So first walk for Hunter Harvey. Robert Vilas pitch hitting for the Liberty now. Top of the 7th. 1 on, nobody out. He needs to prove himself as a good reliever here. It's beautiful ball 1 there. The good news is that Hunter Harvey's, they have a lot of relief. There's a lot more relief pitchers than closers or starters. This is kind of how baseball is structured. They have like 10 relievers now have 3 closers and 4 or 5 starters. The starting pitchers, that's called the rotation and everything else. Relievers can also be closers. It's not. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. It's not that big of a difference. I suppose you come in towards like the 8th or 9th inning instead of mid-game, which is what relievers do. And then the starters, they start a game, they play the most. Swing and a miss and a 4-seamer from Norbert Vivas, and he strikes out. First strikeout for Hunter Harvey tonight. There's the pitch sequence. Very similar pitches here. Splitter, 4-seamer. 3 of the 4. He has a very good fastball. And they're all just short of 100 miles an hour. So, Chris Roller pinch hitting for the Liberty now. 3 RBIs in the preseason so far. So maybe he can add on to the Liberty's lead. 100 miles an hour. He's hit triple digits to Chris Roller. No one count here. The Liberty, I mean, they're pretty good, but more runs never hurt. You can learn to hold on to leads. If they can learn how to hold on to leads, and they have a stable lineup that they really like, that like have good chemistry. Philadelphia, really any team. We're going to second. They caught him safe. Watch that again. It's going. Just milliseconds in time. Just barely enough. It was a close race for sure. But he made it. So runner on second. There's the third empty. High pop up in the infield. 2 outs.
Now batting, left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel. Now coming into
They're going to bring in another pitch hitter. Charlie Condon. Charlie Condon. That's a hard name. Charlie Condon? No, because there would be a Condon. I'm going to say Charlie Condon. Really low sample size, as you can see. Just a 100 batting average. That has not played a lot of baseball here in spring training. The 0-1 pitch.
No ball, 2 straight.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes.
Strike!
Swinging a miss with a splitter, and he strikes out swinging. We head to the bottom of the 7th.
Look at me. I feel so powerful. Look at me. Look at me. He's swerving. I feel so powerful. Look at me. I am a boss.
So Ben White taking the mound for the Liberty here in the 7th inning.
I make decisions. I be on top, never losing.
So, 11 game started, 2 olds, 2.1 innings pitched, 2.61 ERA, 3-4 against righties, 3-3 against lefties, 21.6% strikeout rate. Silias Ardoin taking the catcher, Ruben Ibarra taking first. There's Nick Lofton taking third. Basically, none of the originals are in now. Here's Jose Azocar. He's going to pitch it for the Sunrays here. Sunrays, again, they look some offense. Show that
No ball.
if
One strike.
if they had like a crazy comeback, that'd be awesome to see. But I'm sure them at least something here we can take and put into our starting lineup in the major leagues. That just be my guess if that were to happen. If it doesn't, they gotta go. We go, okay, we go back to the drawing board, and then we're going to start again. So it's 0-2 to Azocar, and a pitch.
Ball.
First and fastball, 1-2. John White.
Strike!
Swinging a miss to the curveball, he strikes out swinging. So 1 down here, in the bottom of the 7th. Kind of long coming to the plate. One of the few originals still left. I don't know why they don't replace them early, because this is usually the inning they replace them. I would think they would replace them around like the 4th or 5th inning. So strike 1 to kind of wrong here. And another one from White. High pop on a really bad pitch. And that's out number 2. With a bigger build, as you can see, he has a really big. He looks buff. That can't ever be a bad thing in sports. Being buff.
No, that's a ball.
Four-seamer upstairs, ball 1, just upstairs enough to be called a ball. Sunrays with 2 down. Same thing. I'm not getting hits. Called strike on the lower inside corner just by a hair. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2.
1 ball. 2 strike.
Seems to be swing happy, which is something you do not want to be in baseball. If you swing, yeah, you're gonna strike out a lot. You're not gonna get a lot of walks, and yeah, if you're not hitting the ball when you're swing happy, you're not gonna do very well. Swing and a miss. He strikes out swinging. Side retired. We head to the 8th.
Now pitching.
So John Try, we're going to take the mound for the Orlando Sunrays. When game started. Well, it's 10 innings pitched, 0.9 ERA, so hideous ERA to start the preseason. 278. Great. I'm not going to go over this, guys. Not that much. Preseason. You can see him anyway. 234 batting average for Jason Hayward. 0 for 2 today, though. 6 ball 1. 7,477 in attendance the preseason matchup. One stat that I've heard that's crazy is that, MLB makes more money on spring training than they do than the NFL does on the Super Bowl. And it's mainly because they get people to come to 30 teams that don't. Just the amount of games.
2 and 1.
That really helps. And also what helps is the fact you get to see these superstars so up close. Because they have all these events too with it. It'll be a grounder. Found off 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 4-0 Liberty. The 2-2 to Hayward. Swing, that'll be another tapper foul. Keeps that back going. No, nobody out here for the Liberty. But they were up 4-0. In the top of the 8th. Swing. Short. The throw.
You're out.
Saturday. Hayward is retired. So Lane Thomas, a triple and a run here. He's 1 for 3 today for the Philadelphia Liberty.
1-0.
Oh, bad sweeper. Just, I think he miscalculated it, causing it to just veer wildly. The sweeper, ground to the first, and that's an easy 2 outs.
The batter, number 4, shortstop Brian.
Jake Berger was the one to make the catch. Ryan Rocchio, the Liberty shortstop, taking the play. The righty. Schreiber's 9th pitch.
Ball low.
Nice sweeper, but it's just below the knee. You want to get that sweeper a bit higher. So it's ball 1.
2-0.
He misfired it. 2-0. Maybe rearrange your fingers. Maybe a little bit better warming up. 2-0 the count. The pitch.
That's a ball.
Ball 3. Upstairs. He's struggling to get strikes. And yeah, he probably won't see too much big league time if he can't throw very many strikes. The 3-1 to Rocchio.
Hey!
3-2.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
Could make like the full comeback from 3-0 count to a strikeout. And 3-2. Swing and a miss, Siga. He didn't swing and a miss, but he struck him out looking. Rocchio retired where he headed to the bottom of the 8th.
Now pitching.
So Anthony Green taking the mound for the Philadelphia Liberty. All they gotta do is close this thing out. I want to see how he performs. 16.7% strikeout rate for Anthony Green. We'll face Nassim Nunez. Single and still on base today. He's also 1 for 2 today. Last in the batting order though. Sunrays
No, that's a ball.
on a single run today. They're not bringing runners home. They're gonna fix something. Change up and it's fouled off. 1-1. Another pitch. Swing and a miss on a 2-seam fastball. Ball 2 strikes to Nunez here.
That's 3.
Swing and a miss. Green strikes out Nunez. Round number 1.
The left fielder.
Lost 1 over Burr coming to the plate. 316 batting average, 72 OPS, and 3 RBIs. So we're going to bat for the Liberty. And Rebel Sunrays.
That's a ball.
I would think he makes the team. I would think he would. Based on the way this team's playing. 316 batting average for Oswaldo Cabrera. Yeah, the Sunrays, their lineup, they need to go back to the drawing board. Oh, jumping catch! For number 1. For number 2, sorry. So Andres Jimenez coming to the plate. No, never mind, they're going to do a pitch hitter. Mickey Moniak. Moniak takes a fastball for ball 1. One thing too, like fastballs, you gotta be able to recognize a 2-seamer from a 4-seamer because there are differences. And like recognize pitches the way you see them, and see how you learn to hit them. can't. You gotta learn to get used to their like the weird movements. It's more so. That's more so in sliders, curveballs, and
Two
sweepers.
balls, one
And
strike.
those with fastballs, but you're into baseball talk here with pitches. 2-1 the count with 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch. Swing, left field, not very deep. Goes, makes the catch to end the inning. So we head to the 9th. 4-0. Liberty. So we head to the top of the 9th inning. Tyler Rogers taking the mound for the Sunrays, trying to damage control. So, Adrian Licentia taking second. Pinch hitting for the Liberty is Addison Barger. Philadelphia here with a 4-0 lead, so we'll see how this goes. Top of the 9th, 4-0 Philadelphia. Rogers taking the mound for the Sunrays. He does the underrated pitching. Strike one, a good start. A very slow slider. Very 76. See how slow can he go? .83-mile-an-hour sinker. It's 0-2. It'd be funny to see him throw under 70. That'd be just straight up Jamie Moyer pitches. Year 2. 70-mile-an-hour slider. Yeah, these are about little league speed. Okay. You know, like high school, like sophomore, junior year speed of high school. 70 more sliders. Those cars, I guess, would be the 65-mile-an-hour sliders and sinkers. 2-mile-an-hour sinker from Rogers. 2-2 to Barger. One thing I know we won't see is like a Memphis pitch because it's not even an MLB show. It should be, but it's not. Right on, perfect hit, but right to short for out number 1. Seems like the Sunrays, their defense is like perfect, but maybe you have the wrong guy DHing. Might be a thought for the Sunrays. So Sam Hillier taking the play as a pinch hitter.
Number 16, Sam Hilliard.
Strike one.
Nice forcing, a very slow four-seamer, 83. So yeah, about high school, college level. Just 83, and that's like an average pitcher. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but yeah, he's slow. 76-mile-an-hour slider, swung and a miss. It's 0-2. From the Sunray bullpen, Edwards Jr. warming up. And the 0-2 pitch. On clubbed foul. It's been a big bouncing. Keeps that bat going. No balls, 2 strikes. Push down the line. Second, throw to Burger. 2 outs.
Third baseman, Nick Lofton.
So Nick Lofton coming in for Philadelphia. 2 outs. Liberty down to their final out in 9 innings with a 4-0 lead. Now all they gotta do is close it out after this. Swing on Tapper to short. Throw to first, and that retires a side. So Sunrays with a chance to claw their way back out of this in the 9th. They'll lead it off with Ben Williamson. So Andres Munoz pinch hitting for the Liberty. 5 games played, 4 for 1 innings pitched. 6.2% strikeout rate, 111 against Rays, 167 against lefties. We'll see how he does.
Now playing second base,
He did absolutely bomb him, so Vandal Pena playing second to give him an opportunity. Pinch hitting for the Sunrays is Nick Kurtz. Bottom of the ninth here. 4-0. Hi, pop up to start off for out number 1 on the first pitch. Pena making the catch for out number 1. So 1 down here for the Sunrays. They're down to their final 2 outs. Pitch hitting is Nolan Gorman. Sunrays looking to avoid a shutout here. They've got just 4 hits and they haven't brought any of them home. Ball 1 there for Gorman. And obviously the Sunrays just they can't. They're not. Their inconsistency is what's killing them here offensively. They need to be able to have a more consistent lineup.
That's the ball.
Oh, bad four-seamer. Hit 100. He hit 100 miles an hour. 2-1. Back-to-back 100-mile-an-hour ones, but it is 3-1 to Ethan Schumacher. With 1 out here. To Nolan Gorman, so Schumacher's next. And the 3-1. The pitch. Swing the way liner, but it's going to turn foul towards right field. And the count is full to Gorman. 3-2. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Forcing fastballs. That foul is 3. Keeps his at-bat going. Keeps the ball game going for the Sunrays. Just keeps it going a bit longer. For 3-2. Four-seamer. Called foul by Gorman. And this can be this learning experience for the Sunrays. We're not doing something right, so maybe we need to change our lineup a bit. Struck him out, and the Sunrays down to their final out. So you can take a look at that pitch. Upper outside corner. He aimed it perfectly. He knew where he wanted it, and he pitched it right where he wanted it. Phillian Celestin, the final hope for the Sunrays here. This should do it. So it's a 99-mile-an-hour four-seamer for strike 1. So Celestin trying to keep the game going for Orlando here. You're gonna shut up for him. And they're down to their final strike. The 0-2 pitch. Slider low for ball 1. So we get another chance. The 1-2. Swing the way line foul. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Ball. Struck him out looking. Ball game over. The Liberty win. 4-0 with the shutout. And that'll do it. Liberty win. 4-0 over the Orlando Sunrays. They're calling the way. Bailey Rivers lost. And I'm Thomas, your host. And I will see you next one. Goodbye. 6 hits for the Liberty, 4 for the Sunrays. Goodbye and good night. See you tomorrow. So that was that.